The first thing I do every day when I wake up is I make pour over coffee and I mix up some electrolytes. I drink coffee on an empty stomach every single morning. I know, it's controversial. Some people say not to do it, but I don't want anything else to enter my stomach before the coffee. The coffee is what entices me to begin my day. And if I don't have this waiting for me at the start line of the day, I just don't know if I'd go to the start line.
The truth is that what you got to do is you eat the food first, which is chocolate cake, and then you drink water, and then you have coffee. It's the perfect ratio, and it's also better, for gut microbacteria, that type of stuff.
Okay. There were scientific terms used, and none of them were correct or real. So, as far as I'm concerned, coffee on an empty stomach works for me. I like it. Hear me out. Grape nuts. Now, I know you guys are going to think, this is a geriatric breakfast. This isn't for 28-year-olds. But you would be wrong. This is for everyone. This is for everyone that likes a delicious, nutty breakfast. I can't explain why this is so good. It just is. But you have to cook it like oatmeal. I do half and half grape nuts and oats. It is just delicious. It also sits so well before a run. And that's mainly because this is low in fat and high in carbs and protein. It does have a fair amount of fiber, but I'm used to a lot of fiber in my diet, so it sits fine for me. Might not for everyone. Only one on the floor. We have to consider this a success. You know what? You just need to shut that yapper of yours. Shut it. Making a video. The breakfast has been completed. I don't eat this exact same thing every day, but it's very close. Like usually a variation of this, but I might change like the size or the ratios depending on how hungry I am, how long I have until I run, or if I've already run. In the morning, I'm always eating mainly carbs and protein, and then I'll have more like fat after I run because it really upsets my stomach to have it before. I finished eating like 50 minutes before the run. I actually have been able to work my way up to eating this much before a run. I used to have a super sensitive stomach, but your stomach is a muscle and it's something you can train. So my advice to anyone that really struggles to eat before they run is to start small and then slowly increase it until you get to the amount that you want to be able to eat. Back from the run, I have a meeting in 1 minute. So I quickly grabbed a protein shake and some rice cakes to snack on during that. It should be about an hour and then I'll make lunch. I did cut it a bit close today, but we're making do. Meeting just finished. By the way, that was for a speaking panel that I'm doing at the running event on December 3rd in San Antonio, Texas. So if you happen to live in San Antonio and would like to go to the event, it would be amazing to meet you. Obviously, I realize probably not a lot of you guys live in San Antonio, but I'm going to put it out there. Also, I did want to note that today is not technically a full day of eating, and that is for a very specific purpose because I don't want this to be a breeding ground for comparison. I just want to show you guys some of the staple foods that are in my diet, the structure of how I eat throughout the day to support training, but I'm not going to show you guys exactly how much of things that I eat because I don't want you to feel like, oh, this is what she has, that's what I need to have, because everyone is different. Everyone has different needs. Everyone has different preferences. What I eat is not going to work for anyone else because it's what works for me and uniquely me. Anyways, now that the meeting is done, I'm going to go upstairs and make some lunch. Whenever I show my meals in videos, I always get so many comments about how my diet is bad and toxic and going to give me diabetes and there's so much processed food. And I think that just drives home the point that whatever your diet is, not everyone is going to approve of it. It's not going to be perfect in everyone's eyes. And that's fine because different foods make different people feel good. And it's important to understand what works for you and the structure of eating that will fuel your training and make you feel your best. Lunch is served. I made a nice chicken feta salad with some roasted sweet potatoes and a biscuit on the side. As I said in my last video, I'm trying to make sure that like carbs are in every meal, especially the center of the meal. So I have 2 carb sources with the sweet potatoes and the biscuit. You know, I used to be scared of having more than one source at a meal, but it's actually really important, especially if you're an endurance athlete and you're, using a lot of carbs throughout the day for your training. Like I said earlier, I could have more than this. I could not finish it. I'm not going to specify.
Walkie walkie. Hi, baby.
Got some work done and now I'm gonna do my double. I have 30 to 45 minutes easy on the bike, so I'll just do that and then make dinner and relax the rest of the night. I'm about to cook dinner. While I'm cooking, I'm gonna be sipping on this Element seltzer. I just finished biking and I always sweat so much on there, so it's super important to rehydrate. I always drink Element even when I don't bike. You guys know I've been using it for years. I start every day with Element and I make sure to consistently sip it before, during, and after my training. Element has a scientifically based formulation of electrolytes with 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. It has everything you need and nothing that you don't, and it also tastes great, especially their seltzers. These hit the spot after a long day of training. They are so good. And right now, Element is offering a free sample pack with 2 of each of the 4 favorite flavors to my subscribers with any order. Just go to drinkelement.com/Allie or check it out at the link in my description. And as always, stay salty, my friends. Tonight for dinner, I am making pumpkin chicken tikka masala. I have been craving Indian food for a little while, so figured no time like the present. And of course, since it's fall, I'll be using pumpkin in here as well. Very excited for this. Let's get cooking. Tikka masala just gets me emotional, It's so good. I love our house, but I will say that the one thing I wish we had was a gas stove. Having an electric stove, I just feel like is a real hardship. I go through a lot every day cooking with this thing. It takes forever to heat up, and then it gets too hot, and I just don't like it. I don't like it. I want a gas stove. I don't restrict any foods from my diet, and while it may be possible to have some sort of perfect, optimized performance diet, I think that the risk of falling into restrictive habits when trying to follow something like that is much higher than the potential reward. So I try to just eat balanced. Of course, I want nutrient-dense whole foods included in my diet, but I also want to make sure that I'm just mostly eating things that I enjoy so that I actually eat enough. All right, let's get the official taste test.
All right, official taste test right here. Final ranking, 10 out of 10.
All right, we'll take it. End of the night, so you know what it is. Sweet treat o'clock. I made myself some yogurt, berries, and granola. Nothing fancy, nothing aesthetic. It just, gets the job done. Spence, George, and I are watching Stranger Things. I've never seen Stranger Things before, but season 5 is coming out soon. So Spence is rewatching it with me so that I can be a part of the season 5 premiere. It's been really good. It's exceeded my expectations because I didn't think I'd like a creepy sort of show.
It is not a creepy show.
It's a creepy show.
It's like a kid's 80s horror. Hey, George.
Yeah, but there's some creep to it.
The doggy. So cute.
Jumper. Hi. Hi, baby.
He's back in commission, folks.
Yeah, he is. So we're gonna watch a show, and that's all for now, folks.